What's up, guys? Luke here from Luke's Points and Miles. And today, since there's not a ton of really cool stuff going on in the credit card space, I wanted to get more into an opinion piece. And I wanted to really dive into the most underrated cards in the game. Now, everybody loves videos on the American Express Platinum card. Lately, everybody is really enjoying the Capital One Venture X card. Everyone has the Chase Freedom cards. But there's a few core cards that some of you probably have, and some of you have probably blew past in your quest for the ultimate setup. So today I want to go over a few cards that I think are super underrated. I'm going to name 5 cards. They won't be full reviews, but I want to explain why I think they're valuable and I think they're underrated. If you have these cards and you use them, comment below and tell me what you think about them and how much value you do get out of them. And if you don't have these cards, comment below and tell me why not. Now, real quick, these are all on the consumer side. These are all 0 annual fee cards. And in this video, I'm interested in the card long term, so I'm not even going to mention the bonuses on the card. These are going to be cards that have a lot of value in your everyday spend, and I think are underrated. And coincidentally, these are all cashback cards. So if you are team cashback and you are team no annual fee, I think you'll get some value out of this video. But first, if you're new to the channel, we talk about credit cards, points, miles, cashback, and travel. If you're interested in that stuff, slap that subscribe button. We are working super hard to get you guys videos at least twice weekly. Most of the time we deliver more than that. And at any time, guys, if you get any value at all from this video, slap that like button. It will help with our YouTube algorithm, and it will help us push this video out to other people who can find some type of value in it. Now, this is a video about getting a bunch of cash for free, so I think most of us will find at least a little bit of value out of this video. Also, guys, we do have links below. We have links to everything from credit cards to how to find cheap flights to cryptocurrency exchanges. If you get a minute, go ahead and check them out. And we also have an Instagram and a Facebook page. We are moving our Facebook group over to the new Facebook page, so if you have time on socials, give us a look. Now, I know your time is very valuable, and I sincerely appreciate you spending it with me today, so I will go ahead and get started. Number 1 on our list today is the Discover It card. Now, a lot of us, this was our very first card. There's a reason for that. It is a great card. It's a no-brainer. It's a no annual fee card that earns us cash back. So why is the Discover It on this list? Well, the Discover It doesn't get a lot of press these days. It is one of those 5% rotating category cards. It gives you 5% cash back on different, but normally very relevant set of categories every quarter. And there is a $1,500 cap every quarter. So why is this considered underrated? Well, everyone talks about the Chase Freedom Flex cards and the rotating categories from Chase, and those are very similar to this card, and I think this card deserves as much shine as its Chase counterpart. One thing about this card is it makes it a little special. Your first 12 months in holding the card, Discover is going to double your cash back. So all your rewards will be doubled at the end of the year, and that will give you a nice little chunk of cash. Now, I know we said we weren't going to talk about bonuses, but I think that part of that card kind of goes under the radar a lot. Number 2 on my list is my personal most underrated card I hold. This is the US Bank Cash Plus. This card is actually probably my most underrated card that I hold, pretty much because it's so boring and it never ever comes out of the drawer. This card gives the user 5% cash back on 2 categories that are chosen each quarter, up to $2,000 every quarter. Now, here's why this card makes my list. I have it set up to earn 5% cash back on home utilities, and the other category is cable, internet, and streaming services. Most of us have home utilities. There aren't very many cards that can get you 5% cash back on things you have to buy anyway. And for me, I don't spend a lot of money on cable, but I do get the UFC pay-per-views and things like that. So that streaming service benefit, 5% cash back on that is a great deal. Now, that's just 2 categories, but it's a lot of spend for me. And everything is set up on auto pay, so I never have to lift a finger. The cash stacks up in my US bank account, and I'm here to say when it comes to money, sometimes boring is really good. Number 3 on the list, we did do a video fairly recently on the channel about this one. This is the Navy Federal Credit Union American Express More Rewards card. Now this is a bit of a wild card because it is a card from a credit union that not everyone is eligible to join. But I do believe if you want to check out the requirements for Navy Federal Credit Union, you may be surprised that you are able to open an account with them and you will have access to their great suite of credit cards. Why is this one underrated? The first 2 reasons are enough, but we have more. The first 2 reasons are no fees on balance transfers and no fees on cash advances. I don't know any other cards besides Navy Federal Credit Union that will give you a no fee on cash advances. I don't recommend doing that, but we all live life and we all have emergencies. I think that's a really cool aspect of this card. Now, here's why the card is underrated. These are the multipliers. 3% cash back on dining, 3% cash back at supermarkets, 3% cash back on gas and transit, 1% on everything else. That's a ton of categories, and that is the bulk of a lot of our spend. That means this card can be a workhorse, especially if you are exclusively team cashback and team no annual fee. It's a great card. Number 4, Capital One SavorOne. Now, Capital One is most definitely on the come up right now. This no annual fee card gives the user 3 times on dining, 3 times on entertainment, which is a category tough to get, 3 times on streaming, 3 times on groceries, and 8% cash back at Vivid Seats. This is a pretty unique card, guys. That's a lot of categories. That's a lot of spend. And the 3 times back on entertainment, if you're like me and you purchase season tickets and sporting events and things like that, that's quite a bit of cash back coming back to you. Now, that's a card that can do a lot, and you would never have to pay a fee to hold it. Very, very underrated, and I really do think things are looking up for Capital One. Now, last but definitely not least is the epitome of boring. We're talking about the Chase Bank Amazon Prime Visa. Come on, guys. We all shop at the evil empire, and if you don't, well, with this card, maybe you should. 5% cash back at Amazon and at Whole Foods. Plus, you'll get a lot of different Chase offers. This one card, you can pretty much buy anything. So it can do quite a bit. And for that, I believe it's underrated. It's very rarely talked about, especially when you put it up against all these super popular Chase cards. But I think it's a great card. And if you don't have it, I think it's worth a look. All right, guys, so we talked about no annual fees and we talked about cash back today. When we talk about cash back, I have to remind you to use a cashback retail shopping portal. We suggest Rakuten. Rakuten is actually my favorite set it and forget it cashback shopping portal. And if you use our link below, you'll get $30 cash back on your first purchase. If you're retail shopping for birthdays, Christmas, school clothes, use a retail cashback shopping portal. We suggest Rakuten. Now, guys, in the comments below, tell me what are your most underrated cards. And please don't tell me the American Express Platinum. So, guys, that's all we have today. If you stayed all the way to the end, thank you.